How do you get rid of attachments? How do you fundamentally grow yourself at the highest level? Not by disciplining yourself and forcing yourself to do stuff in life. Not by telling yourself, oh, I have to read books, oh, I have to meditate, oh, I have to do what Leo says, oh, I have to watch another video, oh, I have to go to this seminar, I have to go to this workshop, I have to do this retreat, I have to do these psychedelics, I have to do all this stuff in order to get to some place that Leo talks about. No. That's a neurotic way of going about it, and it's not going to get you all the way. If you want to get all the way you get there is through love. Fill yourself with the love that the world has denied you. The love that you didn't get from your parents, from your siblings, from your teachers, from your colleagues and friends, from your ex-partners and lovers and spouses, from your failed projects, from your failed businesses, from your failure to pursue money or fame or success. All that love that you failed to get, figure out how to give it to yourself. And as you do, you're going to become more and more satisfied. More and more of your needs are going to get met. You're going to become less and less needy, less and less selfish. You're going to recognize the power of love and goodness, and then you will then start to act that way. And as you start to act more loving and more good, you will attract more loving and better people around you. That love will create an echo chamber where the love you broadcast out gets reflected back at you, which then just gives you more passion for love, and then you want to be even more loving and more selfless, and it creates a positive feedback loop. And in this way, you overcome all of your problems in life. You move towards the center. And whether you ever reach the center or not, I don't know. That's up to you if you want to go that far. But regardless, just understand that the process of self-development is moving towards the center from the periphery. This applies both individually and collectively. So individually for your personal life, but also collectively, like we talk about spiral dynamics, for example, models such as that. What is spiral dynamics but just a society collectively moving towards the singularity, relinquishing more and more fear and attachment. That's all that these spiral stages are about, relinquishing fear and attachment. How do you relinquish fear? One, by facing it and realizing that it's an illusion. Two, by facing it and letting it pummel you and letting it burn and singe you and burn out all your impurities. Three, through love. The more love you receive, the less fearful you're going to be. The only reason you're fearful of stuff is because either people didn't give you the love that you desired, or you didn't know how to give yourself the love that you needed. So one of the things I'll be emphasizing a lot in future content of mine is how to fill yourself with the love that the world denies you. That is the crucial skill you got to learn. And I'll have much more to say about that. I'll have some practical exercises for you and so forth. But it's very possible to do. And the reason fundamentally that it's possible to do it is because you are love. Love is what you are. So you don't need love from the outside. You just need to remove the obstacles in your own mind, which are preventing you from generating your own love. That's the real beauty of this work. That's what makes reality so wonderful, is that it's a non-zero-sum game in the sense that love is infinite. You are love, and so you're able to give yourself the love that you crave. You just have to know how. See, because if you go into this with this attitude of like, well, yeah, Leo says I need love, but hey, And then you tell your spouse, hey, you're not giving me that love that Leo says I need. So because of that, now I'm going to act like an asshole, and I'm justified to act like an asshole because Leo says that I will keep acting like an asshole as long as I don't get the love that you're supposed to give me. No. No, you don't get it. You got to take responsibility for giving yourself the love that your spouse or your parents or your boss or your coworkers are not giving you. Because if you're expecting others to give you infinite love, the love of God, well, you're always going to fail. You're always going to keep going around and around in a circle. Because the whole point of realizing infinite love is to realize that it's you. Infinite love is not something separate from you. It's completely your nature. It's more you than the molecules that are making up the cells in your body. That's what you got to realize. I want you to think about what your life would look like if you no longer were selfish. If you no longer approached it from the frame of what's in it for me in every situation. So you enter a relationship or a marriage, it's no longer about what can she do for me? What can he get for me? You go into a business, it's no longer about what can my customers earn me so I can buy a big house for me and my family. When you go to school, it's not about what can I learn, how can I make myself the smartest person in the world, but it's like, how can this be about me being selfless? And so on in every situation in your life. Imagine if you were selfless. Imagine if you had no needs. Imagine if you were able to love and to exude and radiate love in every situation in your life. Imagine how you would feel. Imagine what that might look like. Imagine what things you'd have to surrender to achieve this. Imagine what fears you have right now would need to be faced and conquered. Imagine what attachments you have right now where you need life to be this way, or you need this person to be that way, or you need to control this situation here. Imagine what you would have to let go of in order to be loving in all these situations. That is a vision of your future. Should you choose to pursue love, you don't have to. You can keep being selfish. But also recognize that as you're being selfish, you're creating your own suffering. It's not that the world is inherently full of suffering and pain. No, it's that the way that you are living in the world and the attachments you have and the way that you insist things must be for you to be happy, that is what's creating your misery and suffering. So the real question is, what do you have to let go of that you're not willing to let go of, that you're clinging to in order to free yourself to be selfless, loving, good, and happy? That's the secret to happiness. And now it's very apparent why most people around us are not happy. That they're just pretending. Because who amongst us is really willing to undergo this process to a deep degree and really willing to surrender a whole giant chunk of themselves? Very few people. Are you willing to surrender 99% of your attachments, cravings, beliefs, judgments, criticisms, habits? No, you're completely attached to all that stuff. Which is why you keep suffering and your life keeps being as frustrating as it always was.